welcome back to my channel. If you like to hear someone talk about cats, rats, dogs, or reptiles, go ahead and hit those like and subscribe buttons down below because it's kind of what I'm here for. Today is going to be another Reptile Decor haul video from a craft store. I am upgrading a lot of my animals enclosures. That was like the #1 thing on my list for 2021. So I know there's been a little bit more of these videos than usual, and closer together I usually like to mix it up with a few things in between, but it's kind of just what's going on right now. So it's kind of just what's going to happen right now. As most of you guys know, I'm a huge fan of getting my greenery from Hobby Lobby because every other week it seems their florals and things like that are 50% off. Today's Sunday, so I couldn't hit up Hobby Lobby, which is fine. I personally prefer to shop at Michael's anyways, but where you get a good deal is where you get a good deal. So I ran into Michael's today. It's the only day I have. I've been super busy lately and ran into Michael's, looked at their floral sections. The #1 thing I noticed about Michael's floral is never go for the obvious florals, if that makes sense. Kind of what I mean by that is they'll have a display in the front that catches your eye and you want to go through all of those, or the gorgeous ones. I mean, they're all gorgeous, right? But they're the ones that definitely catch your eye. It's where you want to look first. Don't go there. Those cost about twice as much as what you can find if you dig around in the less obvious displayed section of their florals. So like right now it's springtime, or coming up on springtime, all of the spring stuff is out. So the front of the store has all their big bushy beautiful spring stuff. However, if you walk a few aisles back through the floral department, they still have almost the exact same things, but for like half of the price. They're just in a less obvious place. A lot of retailers do this. It's a super common tactic of impulse shopping, almost like, oh, there's exactly what I need. I'm gonna grab that. I don't have to look any further because I got what I need. Always look a little further. You're gonna find it cheaper. So I ended up finding really great deals. On top of that, I am a Michael's member. I'm a huge crafter, so I had a 20% off coupon on my entire purchase. Still feel like I got a great deal. Still significantly less expensive than buying these types of items from a pet store or even off of Amazon or something like that, where it's marketed specifically for reptiles. You do have to pay attention to the type of material you're buying. Do keep in mind it's going to be under high heat. Think about if it's going to put off any toxins underneath the heat. In a lot of cases it'll be under high heat, but think about if it's going to release any toxins. Is it too sharp for the animal that you're using it for? You know, stuff like that needs to be taken into consideration. But anyways, let's dive right into the haul. This is the Michael's haul. I am getting ready to upgrade and add a bunch of stuff to several of my enclosures. This one, I was specifically thinking about my blue tongue skink Gordon, who is right here next to me. His enclosure was once very beautiful and magnificent. Long story short, it got infested with ants. I was going to move soon, so I basically made it into a hospital tank, moved, upgraded a couple of other animals already, and I really just need to add more to his because I am so unhappy with it. I mean, he's got everything he needs, but the first enclosure for him was so gorgeous. I need to get back to that kind of standard. And then I'm going to be upgrading my White's Tree Frogs enclosures very soon. So I wanted to get some things for that as well. Anyways, let's get right into it. I feel like I've chit-chatted enough and I hate long intros, so. Oh, sorry, buddy. My dog's right behind me and I didn't know when I stepped on him. First things first, I got these. They were, well, the price isn't on here, so I don't remember anymore, but I picked these up today. They were probably under $5. Just little green bushels of things. What's really cool about this one is, I mean, I can cut them down so I can put them in something super easily, or you can take them and cut them like right in here just with some wire cutters. I have floral wire cutters that I've used, and then you've got several little individual pieces. So I'm not sure how I'm going to use these yet. I'm not sure if it's going to go in Gordon's or for the frog tank. If it goes into the upgraded frog tank, I will probably cut them down into individual pieces and have just a bunch of little sections all throughout, which I'm really, really excited for, and I think it would look gorgeous. But, you know, sometimes you just buy a bunch of stuff and then you make it work, okay? So these right here, gorgeous. They're going to be great. These right here are super cool too. Now I think these were, there's no price on these tags either. I want to say these were $2.99, and I guess I only got 3 of them, but these are super cool. So you can fan them out and they can look like a true fern, some type of fern. I don't know what this stuff's called. But yeah, so you can fan them out, and I felt like these would look really great up on the walls in the frog enclosure when I upgrade it, or they would look really great down at the bottom of the blue tongue skink enclosure. So I grabbed 3 of these. I'm really happy with these. I feel like they're gonna do really, really well. So I love this one. These I also, remember I found them really inexpensive too. $3.99 for this. So I grabbed a couple of these. My dog is really like, with his face right here, like, please, I dare you, step on me. So $3.99 for these. I got these just to add a little pop of color. I always go with a whole lot of greenery, and I always end up wishing I had more color. Now, not all of the animals can have, in my opinion, can have super bright, like red or oranges pops of colors, because if they're herbivores or, you know, omnivores, then they have the potential to be more attracted to that color and try and eat it. So I tend to just keep things green and basic. However, my blue tongue skink, I can get away with pops of color. He's not super attracted to brighter colors when it comes to artificial stuff. And my white tree frogs, I can obviously get away with pops of color. I still didn't go crazy with pops of color, whatever, but I didn't really see anything there that I liked in terms of pops of color, but I did get something I'll show you. But I thought these would be kind of cool for pops of color. They've just got little yellow tips to them. So that was a really good deal. This one right here, I absolutely love. Now this one was $9.99. However, if you look at it again, you can get so many different bunches of these. Like, I can break them down into little sections of these 3, which it looks like I can break it down into 4, or I can leave it one big one and just kind of flare it out. I was thinking about this for my blue tongue skink specifically. However, I think it would be really good in the white tree frogs enclosure too. I can either cut it in half, break it down in half, in thirds, maybe 4s. I don't know what I'm gonna do just yet, but I really was impressed with this one. So I grabbed it, and again, I felt like it was a really great little pop of color as opposed to just a solid green plant again. And then these, I just love this type of plant. I guess I'm always attracted to it. The shape and stuff, the texture of it really makes me happy or whatever. But I got 3 of these, and they were $3.99 a piece. Yeah, $3.99 a piece. So I'm telling you guys, when I was at Michael's, I had so many things in my hands. I had another item that looked just like this. It was barely larger than this, and it was $14.99. And when I say barely larger than this, I mean barely larger than this. So it was not worth the price difference for the size difference. So for $4 versus $14.99, you can't beat that. So $3.99, $4 for these. And again, all of these you can flare out, make them wider, you can cut them down, do whatever. But these are absolutely gorgeous in my opinion as well. All right, I only got like 3 more things to show you guys. This one I loved. This one was one that I kind of went ahead and spent the $14.99 price on, just because I was like, how gorgeous is that for like a corner piece maybe or something? Still not sure which enclosure it's going to go into. It's just gonna depend on how I feel in the moment whenever I start working on them. But I really liked this. It's gonna offer some really great coverage to the back corner of an enclosure or something like that, whichever one it ends up going into. So that was a cool one. Hold on one second. My cat's scratching at the door. And then for a pop of color, I did go with this. I really liked this. This one was $9.99. I do have an orchid in one of my white tree frogs enclosures, so I am planning on using a lot of what they have in there too as well. So this is going to be a nice little additional piece, I guess, for a little pop of color. It's really pretty. It's really large. I really like to put the little pops of colors in the back, kind of just to draw your eye up and down in the enclosure a lot of times. So this is going to look great. I did have to keep in mind the color of the orchid that I already have in one of their enclosures, and I think it's like white and pink. So I was like, let me find something that could kind of go with that. But I felt like this was a really pretty one. And then lastly, I picked up 2 of these. These were only $2.99. Only $2.99. And they're kind of cool. So again, I kind of like them like this. They're on a super long stem, which is not necessarily necessary, I will definitely be cutting it down to about this height probably. But I just thought that it would be a really cool texture to add to the enclosures as well. And that's going to be it for the Michaels haul. I'm super excited to get started on these projects. Hopefully have some more videos for you guys of just upgrades and redecorating and things. So that's it. Make sure you guys have liked and subscribed, and please remember that I do upload every Sunday at noon. I've consistently been doing that for a couple of months now, and I'm really excited to keep up with it. So stick around and stay tuned.